My name is Taylor Drake. When I was a freshman in high school, my grandmother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. She also had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, so she had to go through chemo, and then that just kind of progressed her Alzheimer's, so she lost her memory quicker. My grandmother was very much the queen bee. She was a Mary Kay consultant, so we always had to make sure that we had our makeup on before we left the house, that everything matched, that we just were perfect. She cared about her family. She enjoyed having all of us grandkids around and just making it a very homey environment. We came to hospice because she got to the point where she couldn't ambulate anymore. She was having trouble verbalizing things, so we had to just have some in-home help. When I realized that my grandmother needed hospice, that first phone call was one of the toughest phone calls to make because there is a stigma related to hospice. But what we found was that, it just takes a phone call. Call and see if you, are even appropriate for hospice. And if you are, then you have that teamwork, that support system that you might need for the days to come. I valued that they very much worked as a team. They all seemed to be they communicated well with each other, and they communicated well with us. If we had a problem or we had a concern, it wasn't just like, oh, I'll get to you when I can get to you. It was, okay, let me get on it. And they were back with you within, hours if there was a problem. If it was something urgent, they'd be back with me within minutes. They were all just so kind. They were all willing to help. They were willing to go above and beyond. And I think that that's what really sets them apart as a team. As a nurse, I find that, I know what's going on when someone's passing away. I've seen the signs, and I kind of feel that. But one of the problems I found with myself is that I knew it, but I wasn't verbalizing it to my family. And that's one of the things that hospice really helped with. They verbalized the signs to watch for. When, for me, it was hard because at that point, I was transitioning back to being a granddaughter. I was in denial. I didn't want it to be true, but yet I knew that it was happening. And so they were able to step in and said, I've got this. And especially the night that she passed, it was one of those times where I had to just step back and love on my grandmother and not be a nurse and not have the stethoscope. It was good to have another nurse there, because I could have done it, but it was good that I didn't have to. My grandmothers were like mothers to me. She was a part of my everyday life, and she's a part of who made me. For me to be able to be there with her through that and just kind of stick by her side and give her that last day and be with her and give her the dignity that she deserved really made it worth it.